What is up, you guys? I am back with another question and answer. I had to go back to the second video I did I hope it's actually up. Give me a second. Oh yeah, it's up. But anyways, I needed to go back to the second video, so this will be part 3 of questions and answers. And and yeah, so let's talk about this look. I went to the Farewell Sum 41 concert. It was amazing. I met a new friend. This is why I love going to concerts by myself, because I meet new people. Like, I always end up talking to the people that are next to me. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I feel like my makeup is very giving My Mechanical Romance. Was that Helen? You know, where they're, I'll try to find a picture, but it's giving me that vibe. I wasn't really going for that vibe. I'm kind of trying to do like a different type of look, like doing darker at the bottom and then the color at the top. And the reason why I'm doing that is because my eyelid is actually not that big. So I feel like whenever I put like the light color at the bottom, the darker color at the top kind of washes it out and it looks a little weird. So I'm trying this out just so I can, like, I don't know, try more colors. And I really like this look. Like, it looks really dope. So I'm really liking this style. So yeah. So I went to the Sum 41 concert. It was, I remember, I did see them when they did a tour with Simple Plan and somebody else. I forgot who it was, but I guess that will be another different story time. But I ended up having to leave early because I was hanging out with someone who I don't hang out with anymore. So I'm a person who loves to go to concerts, so whenever I get the chance, I get a little extra coin, I will pick a concert, try to get the best tickets that I can, and I try to get them in advance, so then, like, I'm not at the last minute buying tickets. But this person invited me, and it was just a little weird for me. I'm going to go into details about that friendship real soon, since I'm going to be doing a lot more like story time and all stuff. But anyways, this is my first time wearing this shirt. So, I like it. It's very comfortable. I'm not going to lie. This is why I love band shirts. Like, their merch. They always pick the best, like, fabric of t-shirts and all stuff. But anyways, let's get into it, because I believe we last left off was how is dating, and the funny question is, the best concert you've been to is the next question. Okay, the best concert I've been to I have a lot. Lady Gaga is really up there. She knows, let me tell you, she knows how to perform. She knows how to put on a show. I feel like she is one of those artists that really cares about her wardrobe, her lights, her dancers, the way like you could just tell she's one of those artists that really dedicates on making sure that the performance, wherever she is the best that it could be. Now, I would like to say I should have just gone to the concert with my mom, because she's my mom and she's the one who bought me those tickets for Christmas. But I ended up going with someone who is the same person who I went with for this concert. Not like the last Farewell, but the one that I saw them with, Simple Plan and all stuff. And I've noticed something about this one person. She really killed the vibe at concerts. So It was a good show, but I just felt like, I don't know, there was something off. Like, yeah, but she's definitely one of the best concerts I've been to. I just love her. I don't really like her new music. I really like the old Lady Gaga. Just I'm not really into like her countryside. Was it a countryside? I don't really know. I didn't listen to her like latest album where she like was like all natural and she wasn't singing pop. She was singing like something else. I've not listened to one single song from that album. I'm not interested in listening to any of those songs. So, which is why like when she has done recent concerts, I just haven't gone. But I guess who else is a really good performance? Shakira. I saw Shakira a long time ago, but I remember being in like either middle school, either elementary or middle school, and going to see Shakira with my mom and my dad. My parents were married at the time, and I believe we went with someone else. That was it was a person I didn't really like. What is up with me going to like all these events with people I don't like? But she really knows. She's another person who I think really dedicates her time to her wardrobe, sound, everything, because she did an amazing performance. Who else that I have seen live? Simple Plan. I could not believe the show that Simple Plan does. There is such a simple, and it's funny, they're such a simple band, even though that's what they're called. But they're such a like, I feel like they're such a underrated band. Like, they were a hit in the early 2000s, but I feel like they sound they sound the same. Like, it was incredible. Like, when I went with my friend, me and her were talking like, whoa, their voice has not changed whatsoever. That just knows that they really care, like the vocalist really cares about his vocals and all stuff. So, but they did a really good show. Who else did I go see that did a great show? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I've been to so many concerts, it's not even funny. I feel like Gato G is another artist that like people were really shocked that I went to go see her live. But I could just relate to a lot of her songs, like her lyrics. I could just relate to them. And I think she's like the most reggaeton like artist I will ever listen to. I will not listen, like I mean I listen to Bad Bunny, but I would never go see Bad Bunny. Like, I'm not like that big of a fan of Bad Bunny, if you know what I mean. And then plus his new music, I'm just not a fan. Who else have I seen live that is really good at their show? Believe it or not, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, the Rolling Stone. I went to go see the Rolling Stone with my mom, and let me just tell you, Mick Jagger, was that his name? Mick Jagger? Wow, he knows how to do in a performance. Like, isn't he in his 80s or something? But like, he really, also another artist who really cares about wardrobe, and even though he's really simple, I like artists who not only focus on the vocals and all stuff. I like artists who show their creativity not just on their music, but like their dance, their wardrobe, their style, their hair, their makeup. Because creativity is not just like one thing. It can be so many things, and if you're able to go on tour and just show your fans that you don't only just fucking sing beautifully, but you know how to, pick an amazing everything, then I feel like those artists are the best because they're really caring and wanting to show their fans that they can do an amazing performance. But yeah, I feel like those are the best artists that I have seen live. That I can think of at the top of my head, but yeah, I've seen a lot. Also, the U's, they did a really good show. I'm trying to think. Oh, in this moment, oh my gosh, she knows how to do a performance. Let me tell you, I saw her and she knows how to do a freaking performance. Like she, like it. I feel like she's better than Lady Gaga because she really goes into it. Like she doesn't have that many dancers. She doesn't have, her band is very just simple. But like she really goes into making sure that each song is a little different. So yeah, I feel like in this moment was number one, and then under it is Lady Gaga, and then everyone else is below them. Okay, the worst concert you've been to. Oh, there's only one artist that I went to go see that I was just not happy at all with, and that is, sadly, I'm sad that I'm saying this, but Madonna. I went to go see her. Was it the Hearts whatever tour? When I tell you that everything went wrong in this concert, everything went wrong in this concert. I think everyone knows now that she doesn't show up when she's supposed to. I don't know why. I don't know if she's like sucking someone's you know sausage backstage or something. But it's like, girl, you can do that later. But I just feel like I felt like I expected something completely different from Madonna. I didn't like that not only was she like fucking 2 hours late, but whatever, you know, they don't give a shit. But I felt like I went to the show to see a good performance, and I feel like she does so much talking in between her songs, which is something that I hate. Like I like when artists sing in between, I mean, talk in between, but are not giving us a lecture on, you know, whatever she was trying to talk about. Like, I felt like she took way too many breaks in between songs, too. Her, like, most popular pop songs, she, like, slowed them down. And it was just like, bitch, we're not here. No, we want to listen to the OG version, you know? And I just felt like she just... and also, like, a whole bunch of people had to leave early because a lot of people left, like, got to the concert via MARTA, like, the train or the bus. And she got mad at those people that were leaving. I'm like, bitch, excuse me? Like, we have to leave because we have no way to get home. And me and my mom were one of those people. And we were gladly to leave because the performance was not it, you guys. It was not it. I was so disappointed. And I would never go see Madonna again. I'm okay with just listening to her in my car and, you know, singing along, but I do not need to see her ever again live. Who else? I think that's it, honestly, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to think. Who else have I seen that I just did not fucking like? I can't think of anyone else. I think I've been very lucky to, you know, pick and choose artists to go see and not really having a bad experience. Sadly, it's just the people I bring along is the bad experience. But yeah. Favorite color. Believe it or not, it's not red. My favorite color is blue. It's always been blue. And the funny thing is, it's my mom's favorite color too. But I just love blue stuff. Like, I think it's such a interesting color. And then, like, looking up at the sky, it's blue. But yeah, that's my favorite color. But I don't own a lot of, like, it's my favorite color, but I'm not going to buy something because it's blue. Does that make sense? I just like the color, but I'm not going to, like, overly buy shit that's blue because I like blue. Does that make sense? Because there are people that stick to a color and they only buy things in that color, and you would think it would be black, but I mean, black is not my favorite. I mean, I love black because I just love wearing black. I love being in black, you know, but it's not my favorite color. Blue is, and people are always shocked to hear that. And also, I believe the blue stone or whatever, you know, the birthstone is actually my like, the blue one is my birthstone, which, interesting. Okay. Dream job. Honestly, I think anything that has to do with creativity, like I was in beauty school a long time ago. I never finished. That's a whole different story for a whole different time. But like anything that's creative where like I can just be a creative person. So I suck at drawing, so nothing that's drawing, but like a job where I can just bring out ideas, you know, and be like, we should do this and that, something like that. I also like just, you know, sitting down and doing makeup. So like, I guess what I'm doing now, you know, it's something that it would be a dream job to just like sit down and, you know, not necessarily do my makeup on film, just because I feel like every single bitch in this, like in this community is doing it. So, but like just sharing tips and tricks of makeup and stuff like that. And, you know, I really love just sitting down and doing my makeup. It's therapeutic to me. And then like just sitting down and talking to you guys about something, it's like the whole process of me before filming is very therapeutic for me. So anything creativity, like if I could fucking draw, I would not be doing what I'm doing. I would be a tattoo artist, like dead hard, no joke. If only I knew how to draw. I have a whole different story about that because your girl tried real hard and I was like, nope, I can't do this. This is not something I can do in my life. So yeah, that would be my dream job. Just doing something creative, you know, I don't know, maybe coming out with a makeup line or something. That would be like, and being very like present and creative and all that stuff. So yeah. Yep. Okay. If you didn't clean houses, what would you be doing now? I think I would have been a hairstylist, because that was kind of the route that I went for. But sadly, I picked the worst school I think I could have picked. And I didn't have a good teacher. I didn't have like, I felt like the school that I went to was just like a waste of time and money, to tell you the truth. I'm not going to even friggin' sugarcoat it. But I felt like it was a waste of my time, just because the childish activities that were going on in the school was insane. And I left when I left because it became too toxic for me. I didn't like the teacher, and so I think if I would have picked a better school that was a little bit more expensive and all that stuff, then I would have been doing beauty school, you know, a hairdresser. One moment. I am needing to change my battery. Okay, we're back. Okay, future tattoos. I get this question a lot, believe it or not. Just because I think everyone that is close to me knows that I'm planning on getting my full body tattoo, except for my face. No, I'm not gonna go there. But what I have in mind is I'm getting right here a shoe horse with the lucky number 7. I will go into details what all this means. But I'm getting a shoe horse combined with a lucky number 7, and then a deck of cards with an ace and a diamond for my dogs. And then I'm gonna be getting a sword right here with a snake. It has a meaning to it. And then I want to get Amy Winehouse in a pinup. I might be going to someone else, like not my normal, like the person I usually go to for my tattoos for that one, just because I have a client who is a tattoo artist, and I feel like he is a pro at like traditional, and I should have gone with him, but I'm gonna go into details why I made the choice not to go with him. But that's what's being planned for here. And then I might get a traditional small little flower right here, just because I feel like I can't get anything way too detailed in my hand, because your girl got tiny hands. okay? Like, she got tiny hands. So I might just do like a simple traditional flower here, not a rose, just like a different type of flower. I don't know. Well, I'll find out with my tattoo artist what we're gonna plan on here. But I'm either gonna get like Amy Winehouse pinup right here, very just like long and slim, and then on this arm it's gonna be very empowering, like feminine stuff. I want to have potions on this side that, you know, each potion is going to be like self-love, true love, self-care, you know, stuff like that. And then here I'm planning on getting a pinup just like this one, very different, different, like kind of the same style but a little different, and then they're going to be facing each other, so like it's going to be like a copy and paste but backwards, if you know what I mean. And then probably get whatever I'm getting here, probably here. And then I want to get some type of a quote right here, either from Kado G or someone who I really love to listen to. Maybe Miss Amy Winehouse, since I'm going to be getting her as a pinup. So that's kind of like what's going to be happening here. It's still a working process, this other arm, but the sleeve is pretty much going to be done. I want to say this year, maybe the beginning of next year. I'm not sure, because we're going to fill in the gaps also for this one. And then another tattoo that I have planned out, but it's going to be later on in the future. I feel like it will be my last tattoo once I get this tattoo, and it is a dragon. I want it to either going up my leg, or just like being on the side of my leg, like all of this. So it's yeah, and I know that one's gonna be really big, really expensive, really a lot of time of me dedicating to making sure that it's paid for, it's healed, and all stuff. So yeah, that's what I have in mind. And then I am planning also on getting a under boob tattoo, and then a chest, but those are the things that I don't know yet. Like, I just know that something's gonna be happening here, something's gonna be happening down there, and yeah. But I just don't know yet. I haven't figured out. I was gonna get like Beautiful Life here, but I don't know. I feel like it's such a simple thing. I might get like a 3D like stone heart here, and then like something on the side. But yeah, I don't know. It all kind of all depends on what I'm able to find, and then like go from there. I don't like copying and pasting. I like to copy, but then like give it my own style, like change something or two, just, you know, just to kind of get an idea, which is why I go to my tattoo artist. We kind of meet halfway. And yeah. What is something you haven't tried but would try? Sex edition. Okay, so me and my friend were having dinner. I believe last year this happened. We were having dinner, and he asked me like, what is something, and this is the funny thing, ever since I started doing sex stories on here, everyone has been asking me or telling me about sex stuff, like asking me questions about sex, telling me their stories, etc. So he asked me this question. I was like, this is a good question for me to like put on here so you guys can know me. So something that I haven't tried but want to try, and I know it's not for everybody, but I mean, nothing is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know? So there's this thing. I don't know what it's called. I like to call it roping, but I'm not really sure if that's what it's called. I need to like research into it. But when men tie up a girl in a very sexy form, does that make sense? Like, I'm not talking about like just no. Like, I'm talking about like, this guy needs to know a thing or two about ropes. I think it's really cool and very unique and very just beautiful, honestly. I know it's not for everyone, but it's something that I would like to learn and like look into it. If I can find someone who is into that shit, then I would be so open-minded to be a student. But I think it's such a cool thing. Obviously I can't share pictures on here because YouTube would not let me share, but look it up. Look up on Google roping, like sex stuff, and you'll see like guys like tying up a girl, and it's not just like arm, like hands. It's like some of them like are able to like literally make a lingerie out of freaking rope, and I'm like, how? I want to know how to do that shit. Like, it's just so interesting to me, and I think it's very artistic also. Just, it's very unique and different, and I like it because it's all you need is rope. Like, one of the cheapest shit that you could find, you can turn it into sexual. So yeah, I mean, and I think the reason why I'm into that is because like it's something so interesting, and I feel like I've tried everything else. Like, I've been spanked before, and I've been handcuffed before, etc. So it's like, I feel like it's something I have not tried. I mean, I have the rope. Any volunteers? Okay. This is the last one. Why don't you want to have kids? I get this question a lot, shockingly. But I feel like I give a lot of attention to my dogs, and I feel like if I were to bring a dog, if I were to bring a child into their lives, I feel like it would be a problem for them, but also for me, just because I love spending the one-on-one time with my dogs. I love just spoiling them and all that stuff. So I know that if I were to have a kid, that won't be happening because I'm gonna dedicate my time and everything to my baby. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just one of those people that like, I love to show love. So I feel like I really enjoy just showing my love to my mom, showing my love to my dogs. And second thing is, I'm single, so in order for me to have a child, I would either have to adopt or like get a surrogate. Both things I can't freaking afford, thankfully, because can you imagine if I really wanted to be a mom and then like, damn, these are my only options. It's okay, mama. It's okay, mama. It's okay. So Diamond, it's okay, mama. It's okay. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. And then also like, I feel like, I don't know how to like answer. Every time I get this question, I really don't know what to answer, but I hate when people like are like pushing the button for me to have a child. I'm like, I don't even have a boyfriend. I don't have anybody to even reproduce. So like, it can't happen. Unless, I don't know, God is like, you are the chosen to be Mother Teresa, you know, what is it, Virgin Mary too. Y'all. So I just feel like okay, look, I'm gonna be honest. I love kids. Kids love me. It's a thing. I don't know why the kids like love me. I love kids. People tell me you're amazing with kids and everything, but I love to also return them to their parents when they are losing their shit, if you know what I mean. So, if I were to meet the perfect guy, well, I don't want to use the word perfect. If I were to meet the guy who was meant to be in my life forever and he really wants a kid, I'm okay with having one. And I mean, and that's it. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, if it doesn't come to me, like if it's not meant to be in my life, I'm not going to push it, you know? So I just feel like, you know, my life is amazing without a kid. I can, you know, do whatever the hell I want to do. Because I feel like once you have a kid, you kind of have to stop your world, you know, your world to raise this kid. And it's like, I was an illegal for a very, very long time. So I didn't have the freedom to like pack my things and go out of the country and go on vacation. So I feel like that's happening to me now that I'm a US citizen. And it's like, if I were to have a kid, I'm gonna not be able to travel. So I have a few reasons why I just don't want to have a kid. I feel like the economy is sucking so bad. For the people that are having kids, wow. And then I would be terrified to drop my kid off to school every freaking day, knowing that the way that gun violence is in this country, it's scary. It's like, I don't know how my friends are doing it, like dropping off their kids. Like, I would be terrified every day, honestly. So I just prefer not having all these issues. Now, if I were to meet a guy who is a great guy and he shows me that he will be very present into my kid's life, even if we end up like not working out, yeah, I would have a kid. I'm not like 100% against it. I'm just saying, like, it's not something that I'm like, oh my God, I need to have a kid. I'm 32. Like, that's not me. I'm just more like chill as the fuck up. So it's like, if I end up, you know, going that route, great. If I don't, then great too. You know, it's not like something where I'm like, oh my God, by this age, I thought I was gonna be married and had kids, you know. I mean, at one point, because society does put that in your head that you need to be like, before you're 35, you need to be married and have kids because your clock is ticking. So I did have that mentality, you know, before I got married. And then I got married and then I was like, oh, I don't want to have a kid with this guy. Like, I love him, but I would not have a kid with him. So that should kind of tell you how my mindset changed. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying, like, I realized that, like, being a parent is a huge responsibility that I just don't want at the moment, just because my mom is a little older and it's like, it's just me and her. Like, I would not have family support, technically. I would just have my mom's support. So, and then also, I don't want to have a kid and then like having to explain to my kid like why like my dad's not in my life and like why it's just me and grandma here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to like explain to a child all these things. But and I know you're like, that's too deep, good bitch. And I'm like, and I know, you know, I know, but that's the way I think. It's just the way I think. So, that is it. This is for part 3. I have a ton more questions, but if you guys want me to answer any more, you know what to do. Comments down below. Also subscribe. Give a thumbs up. Sorry, I have the burps, but yeah. Yeah. Peace out. Take care. See you guys in the next one. Bye.